There is a term for this, friends. It is known as having ants in your pants. And this lady very, very much is. And plus, we have what seems to be spectral passengers in the next. Oh no, no. There is. Yeah, there is. And the whole train's on fire. Magnificent. Well, there you go. That was fab. Thanks for that, Onion Jack. I hadn't tried that before. That's great fun. Guess the corners game. Yes, quite. Yeah, it really does lend itself. Can I be the driver? I might have to pause in order to get hold of him. You there. No, he is a non-entity. He's effectively a shop dummy, a mannequin, just stood on the footplate there. Can I ride on a wagon? We'll go catch the train up because I want to see if it makes any money, or rather, how much money it has me. I want to be you. No, come here. Look. There we go. There. Hello. Where are you going? In your dungarees. Oh, what's on the menu? Hey, this is fab. Hey, this is great fun. Now, I mean, I will take. I will quite happily take a little bit of a bit of jiggery pokery with clipping and so forth while riding in this view. I would sooner have it and it be a little bit wonky than not have it. And they're building something. Good for you. That's the site of progress right there. You have to see the artifacting going on the mountains there. That's a thing that just happens, and it might be something down to my setup, or it could be something like that. But if that happens, there you go. Personally, I don't find it too off-putting, but there you go. This is not as good a view as I thought it was originally, if I'm honest. Anyway, Fabu, follow that train. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, how many did we actually get on board there? We've got 10 on board, and we've got a few more than that waiting, I would imagine. What have we got waiting? 11. One more than that waiting. There you go. No, let's do a Colonel Failure patented excitement screenshot angle and see what we get here. Unless there's a passenger here who's this guy's just tripping. Yeah, I want a good angle. Give me an angle that I can sell. Give me something that makes a compelling bit of something. Now, these will actually... Bankruptcy incoming. Lion King Gamer, you have no faith. You are a faith-free individual. We're going to make a success of this. Now that this has started building up, we should make the money. And I'm going to look at the bank details. So, not bankruptcy hype. Please. I mean, I've got 2 years into the game, and you think I'm all going to run out of the wedge at this point? Never. This is going to work. Now, if I was playing this normally, I would immediately up the tempo to kind of max speed. So that's 37 grand, and that was just under half full. So that's going to make 70,000 once we ramp up. 20 of 28. And what I'm intending to do, or my grand scheme here, will be to every time we need another coach, because we've got demand for it, I will fling the train into the depot and add another one. Yes, and I found that to be most effective. Is actually returning to the depot to tweak your trains. Likewise, when you want a new locomotive or something along those lines, go back to the depot, sell the old one, buy the new one, because wagons particularly, difficulty is medium. It's a medium across the board, apart from the map, which is huge, and 1:3 ratio. I'm not good enough to play on hard, and I don't care. I just like the game. Likewise, I like the threat of bankruptcy. Can you make a station with an overall roof? Onion Jack is the man who will know, because Onion Jack knows all about the models in this game, because he's some kind of model guy. actually, no, he's a very talented mod maker is what he is. And I use a lot of his stuff. Here we go. What was that sign say? Stop! Right. I want a sign that says hammer time next to it. Oh, that's what I haven't done yet. No, I don't want that. I want... Where's the thing? Where's the... There's a... What's the... Oh, I didn't switch it on. I've got the Kernel Failure logo in loaded up and ready to kind of plonked on stuff. I'll load that up later. Anyway, look, we've got people waiting here. We're not going to go bankrupt. What do we got? 9 waiting. I could possibly add another commuter coach. Let us take a look at our balance sheet. So here we are in December. Now, the full year will probably end up down. No, there's no probably going on here. The full year, we will end up down. However, the running costs 128,000 plus another 30 on top of that, 158,000. Roads are making me somewhere between nothing and not a lot. The train is the bit that's going to pay off, and it will do increasingly the more passengers I actually manage to funnel on there. Meanwhile, look, it's because this thing is flaming slow. Let's stick a bit of nitrous oxide in the bunker and get it rolling. There we go. End of year. I got 42 grand left in the world. Tempting. Go to logo in a money window. Logo. No logo. Ah, that doesn't look great, does it? Okay, I hadn't tried it out. I need to look at why that does that. All right, I need another spin on the template. All right, the logo's awful. We're not going to put that on there. No, change it for a no logo thing. All right, I need to tweak with that. Should have tested it before. Oh, look, hold on, we're coming in. Hello, everybody. Ride my train. 25 of 28. That's a bit more like it. Although we've got 20 on board now. What's that worth? 67,000. This is going to save my bacon. But this is also one of the early watchwords I would suggest at this point is be careful with your money. If I took out a loan, I could go and expand right now. If I took out a loan, however, the loan interest goes up. And as such, I'm going to have to make more profit in order to get anywhere. Yes, road profit is very difficult to make cash with. So we have to, we have to go very, very carefully. I should use the empty logo file. I know, I was using the other one as a template to get the sizing right, because the empty logo file is just a flipping black page. It could do with some lines on it or some such. I'll invest more than 10 minutes in one, and we'll make it happy. Meanwhile, back to the train. So yeah, we've got a little bit of this to go, right? Because what I want to do is earn the cash in order to be able to up tempo to the next level. We've got 19 waiting there. We've got 11 waiting there. I think I can afford to splash out on another horse and cart, you know. There you go. And you can go on whatever line this one is. Warren. Is that line? Warren commuter. There we go. Let's put me back on as well. There we go. I'm here too. Just in case you're guessing. Someone please make for an evil money-making mod. I don't want an evil money-making mod. I like to actually get halfway average at a game in order to be able to survive on my own, and make a go of it. I could use the no costs mod. That would be a doddle to do, but because the no costs option, it comes as standard. Preloaded, but I don't want to use it. One person waiting there, 4 people waiting here, and 2 there. I think we'll be all right. Right, that's it. I can wait no longer. I'm up in the tempo. Let's rock and roll. Good soldier never forgets his helmet. All right, I'm going to sit down, helmet up here for a minute, because a good soldier never forgets their helmet. Right, how many waiting? 26. So we're almost ready to add another carriage to the train. and when we do so, that will up the profitability. But the downside to that, sprint along the platform, 97,000. They're not cheap. That's the only downside. There it goes. We could pretend it's just a more modern locomotive and ride on board here. There we go. This is a little bit less. Sedentary. Uptime. How long have we been rolling? You've missed the first hour, Redness. Don't worry, I will be chopping this up, editing it down a little bit, getting rid of some of the faffing about, and sticking it up on my YouTube channel when we're done. Or you could watch the whole screen overall on Twitch, because it kind of does that. Yeah, hyperspeed. Now, what we're about to see here is just how good the brakes are. And in fact, actually, what would be hilarious is to experience life as a passenger with ants in my pants on board the train. There we go, 95 grand. There we go. I apologise for upcoming motion sickness. Disembodied hands, nice. Chap in front obviously needs the loop, got his leg crossed. All of this business. Right, good, done with the helmet. Right, yeah, enough of that, it's silly. There we go, maxed passengers. So we're going to see what a full load is actually worth. I reckon it's going to be just shy of 100 grand a run. But if we pull up our balance sheet here, last year 66,000 in profit. Excellent. That will probably be higher this year. But we do... The Invisible Man definitely needs some more potions. Either that or he's trying to steal them. But yes, you have to play through this early game at a relatively high pace, because you do need to take care with your money. If you don't take care with your money, you're going to be busted in no time. There you go, 105. That's a bit more friendly. So 105. Where are we? March. There was probably emotion at the start of the year, so I'm going to go for what, 3? I reckon 3 full journeys. How far's it got by the end of April? It's over a third of the way there. We should be golden. That's about a third of the way there. So it looks like it'll do 3 drop-offs a year. So that's going to be worth 315 grand, and that's all it will ever be until I add more coaches. That's what they're called. That's where passengers sit. That's how it works. Right. Okay. They're coming in. But look at this. Look at the demand in the station. 21 waiting. It's not quite time to up the tempo and add another carriage, but it's not far off. There we go. Now, you will have seen that this coach just here, this wagon, just dropped off and made 800 quid. The reason it made 800 quid, and it could have made more, is because it came round this corner. Right? The quicker route between here and there would be a straight line, thusly. Right? Straight lines, or rather max speed lines, make all the difference, and it's very, very noticeable when you're using this, archaic Wild West business. Yeah, it's incredibly noticeable at this time. Just how little cash you're making from it. Admittedly, there's only 4 passengers on board, and the real purpose for those guys is to upweight my train services. But even so, they don't make a lot of money. So if we look at running costs versus reward, I've spent 10,000 and change on running those. I've got, 5 coaches running? Trams. I have never got on with trams. I mean, I love them as far as a mode of transport is concerned. But as far as train fever was involved, trams were just a really good way for me to blow a hell of a lot of cash, frankly. We have a new locomotive. It is the General. Now I want to get the general strapped on the front of this train, and I will take out a loan in order to do so. I will. It's a fact. Why, you ask, would I be prepared to sell a perfectly good locomotive? Because the new one's faster. And if we observe our... Well, we don't observe the speed limit, it's only doing 40 kilometres an hour, so it's hardly ripping. Mind you, I've only got 13 passengers on board. I definitely need more interior transport, I think. Otherwise, this massive profit surge... zoom out and you hit air? Yes, you do. I need to tweak my audio settings anyway, in order to enable you to kind of hear. I think the "ah yeah" is back. I'm certain I heard it come. Oh no, it didn't "ah yeah" just now, so it obviously isn't. Oh, wait! Don't pick them up. Oh, nuts! Turn around. Depot. See, not concentrating. You're right. I didn't hear an "ah yeah" either, so I'm gonna guess. Oh, be quiet, Pix. Yeah, I said I'd take out a loan. Maybe I'll take out a loan. Depends if I need it. I've got 190 grand in the bank. I'm going to flog the train that I've got already. We'll just have to... Right, drop you down there and sell it. Yeah? Well, hold on. 317. 313. Ow. Fudgesicles. Okay, well, I am going to need a loan then, aren't I? Nuts. Should have waited for one more road. One more run. One more of those things I was doing that was making some cash. Right, you quickly get back to work. You need to pay for yourself pronto. The reason to up the tempo to this new, masterful piece of engineering is because it's faster, and because it's faster, it means it will make more money. Now, obviously, its running costs are a little bit higher. That's what I want. I want a tracking shot. And I want a ground... See, the camera doesn't let you do ground level when you're tracking the train. Probably to avoid, heinous amounts of clipping. But 2 passengers on board. Yeah, blew it. The time to send your train to the station is immediately after it pays. So the second you see the green text go up with, 50 quid or whatever, that's the time at which you should go. Depot. Colonel. Yes. Hello. What's happening? What's happening here? What? I forgot about a third carriage. I'm not ready for a third carriage yet. Not ready for it. Until this train is maxing out every single time, I am not adding more carriages, because you pay maintenance on carriages as well, and therefore that's a bad thing. Alright, so we're going to lose a bit of cash this year. Let's see if the ride-on experience is any different. No, it's exactly the same. So there you go. What have I been up to while you've been gone? I bought a new train. There you go. That's about it. Let's continue forward. There we go. Right, come on, let's up the tempo. And I think this will even say, and it does, it says General along the side. After the Buster Keaton film. The very good Buster Keaton film. The train in the film of the same name. Yeah, that'll make sense. Yeah, I apologise for running at high speed, but I want to keep things ticking over, right? We realised a bit of cash this year. It says Colonel Failure every business year. You're a bunch of jokers, is what you are. There we go. Right, let's slow it back down. Let's see how many we got. That was worth 8 grand. Now let's see what we talk. Let's go for kind of a mid pace. But I want to generate a bit of cash in order to be able to move to the next thing and upgrade, because next job is goods, and once you get goods right, money in the bank. But the first step is to get a couple of these trains running on a bit of dual track, where you're packing out every single time, because that's profit central. So we're only doing 45 instead of the previous 40, but even then, it's worth it because this also has a bit more pulling power. So when we decide to add an additional carriage to this, we will be able to do so and make plenty of cash. But as mentioned, I'm not going to do so until we have some profit. 2028 is not bad. It will pick up quite quickly. I just need to run the service consistently. Likewise, while we're waiting for that to arrive, let's have a look at the passenger situation in Warren. Boston seems to be doing okay. Warren, however, not so much. The other thing I would observe at the moment, 6, see, it's not having it. The other thing I'd observe is that the starting design of towns is a complete pain in the bum, because they almost all build along every single little scrap of road they've got. So you have to square. In fact, it looks like they've changed it up a touch since the last build. They have. They've changed the development a little bit. That's good. Anyway, that was worth 72.8 thousand with 20 on board. Not brilliant, but you know, we live in hope. We live in hope. Right, War Boss 10. Is it going to be worth me adding another coach to there? Right, how are we doing? 26.3 and 37.5 going out so far this year. I mean, I really need the railroad to pay off. I mean, we're hitting 15, 17, mid-teens for road income. Versus, and remember, I've only got 5 wagons running at the moment, 5 kind of stagecoaches. 11.9, 12.4. It's going up by 500 quid a year off those 5, so an extra 100 per carriage. So were I to have tons of them, you will get crippled by your maintenance costs very, very quickly. What are we got waiting? 21. That's better, but 6 on there. It's just not gonna do it. I want to get this loan repaid. I mean, I could chance it. I mean, I've got a 10 million loan limit, but I need to make, bucks in no uncertain terms in order to make that work. Let's get another one running on here. Bucks is what I need. All right, buy one of those. Stick it on Boston's commuter. Hope we're in Boston. Yes, we are. That makes a change. Come on, it'd be nice to run a full one. 27. One more. 28. There we go. Right, we're going to get a full load. Excellent. So now we shall see the true power of the general and its merry men. Not much for the acceleration, if I'm honest. Let's put that away. Let's see if we've got anything interesting as far as, commuters are concerned down here at the moment. And I think it's this big stretch here of nothingness that is just not helping. 1, 2, yeah. Nothing. Ho hum. Still, we've got 5 waiting there, and how many waiting here? 4. You are not going to pay my mortgage with that kind of financial performance, Buddaroo. Ho hum. Right, let's ramp this up, and then I'll leave it running for a couple of minutes while I take a swift breakette. So, what would you like to watch? Do you want to inhabit? Do you want to possess a citizen and just traipse around town with them, or continue riding the train? Hello, Vadova. Nice to see you. Can you build roads in lines instead of curves? Yes, you can, but don't start from a road. By which I mean, I'll give you a live demonstration. I just want to see how much this is going to make. 102. I'm not that excited, given that previously I had 25 on board and it was 105. The acceleration must be naff or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's... maybe it will drag us in the right direction. We'll just have to see. Right, quick road building. Here we go. If I want a curvy road, let's put a small street here, right? I'll pull one off there, right? And it will curve quite happily, you know, curve all over the place. If I want to go straight, however, it will go straight on its own. And then when you connect it, it will give a gentle curve to make that connection work. Does that make sense? Haunt a citizen. Okay, let's haunt someone at... well, the other... It seems to be a bit more jumping down this end, doesn't it? Let's find someone who's waiting for the bus. Right, so there you go. Yes, you can much more easily, much more readily much more readily do straight lines. There we go. Right. What's it? That one. There we go. Uneasily looking out to the hillside, but what I should have done first was just up the tempo a touch. The question is, am I going to get on this? The plan here is that we start off at the stop and we get on this carriage that's turning up. Oh, nobody got off. Alright, well that plan, if I'm honest, not so hot. Alright, we're going to have to choose someone else, I reckon. Where's the train? Is it coming this way? Is it going the other way? It's going the other way. Alright, I want someone who's going to, you know, yield an entertaining view. Let's go with this chap here who's going to the shops. There you go, good view of the depot. Right, I shall return in about 5 minutes. The reason passengers disappeared is when their houses were upgraded, they would disappear. Right, there we go. So yes, yeah, there we go. Enjoyed this chap having a bit of a look around the place, with some questionable shadowing going on the hillside there. There we go. Right, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Don't you go changing. And enjoy your trip to the shops. That's me. Hello, I'm back. Hello, him. Right, let's get off this train. How are we doing? Oh, we've made bucks, and oh, there's stuff, and and pause. Right, we've got a Zoroaster ship, and a tank car have now turned up. Good. Helmet. Good soldier. Never forgets his helmet. Right. Let's have a... let's leave it running. Did the new cart turn up? Thank you very much there, Mihaisaurus. Mihaisaurus. It's all good. How long have we been going from the Real Cocoman official? The Real Cocoman official. We've been rolling for just under an hour and a half. Oh, look at that. Loads of people. Right, what have we done? We've done 98 grand this year. Excellent. That's much more like it. Now, I could crop my... Yeah, I'm going to. No, I missed the chance. I was going to crop my loan back there, and now that I'm... The thing with loans is you pay up at the start of the year, right? So if you've paid off... If I pay off now, it's not going to save me the 7.5 grand loan repayment. Instead, I'm already out of pocket on that front. Carlo the Curious. It's easy enough. Right, what do I think of it so far? I like it. There we go. That's what I think of it so far. Oh, look at people waiting. We're ready for another cart up here. 32. We're ready for another carriage. Excellent. Because then we can start to actually make a bit more headway on profitability. Let's stick this. Where are we? It's Boston again. Well, stuff it. There's people waiting. Let's run it. There's money to be made. It's the other end. The other end is the one where we need to be making a bit more casharoo. 28 and still 12 waiting. Apologies for running at high speed, but we want to we want to crack on a little bit. Otherwise, we'll still be going, watching the one train by the time we finish. 13. It's a disaster. However, they just dropped off 4, and there are passengers waiting elsewhere. Right, I'm going to stick what? 1, 2, 2. Let's go 2. Let's go overboard and stick 2 on the line up here in Warren. Set line Warren commuter. Also, goods. I can't wait. I'm itching to do goods. Going to do goods as soon as possible. As soon as I feel like I've got a regular income and a growing income happening. Basically, that will come at the point where I'm making 150, 200,000 profit per year. That's going to be my sort of litmus test moment. There we go. 24 of 28. Well, that's a bit better. Not quite there. But we made 312,000 last year. And where are we? September. So this drop-off should take us up to, what, 295-ish, I guess? Likewise, road income it seems to be increasing. If I manage to get over the 500 grand mark before the end of the year, that would be great. Because even now, let's go overboard. yeah, I do that. Going overboard is kind of my raison d'etre. There, right, repay. That's 7,500 I'm getting back again at the start of the year. And then what I'll do is is midway through the next year, I will take out another loan. I'll get an additional carriage slung on the back of this train. And then hopefully make enough to pay it back before the end of the year. It's a gamble, but if it works, it saves a bit of cash. Doesn't appear that making commuter routes in your city is no longer possible, or at least a lot harder. Commuter reputes? Yes, commuter reputes are, they're viable, but again, you want to look at them as a means of fueling other lines. Everything is now about fueling the main lines that you're running. The other thing that's interesting is new technology will happen, so we'll get a decent train come up soon. I think we get the consolidation fairly quickly, and when that happens, we can really start to make some bucks. But it's an expensive beast. No denying that it's an expensive. Look at all these people waiting. You guys are keen. Well, I got carriages with no space on board. 20,000 from running road last year. That's okay. All right, so I think this year we could probably push 100,000 profit. Yeah, I know. It's there's a fair amount of waiting around. So I'm going to stick with running at max speed. I'll make it so you can see the balance in the bottom corner, and I'll figure out a better place to stick my glorious visage in the future. There we go. What was that worth? 80,000. That's full. But see how willing they are to use the internal commuter route. Historically, they would, a good 3/4 of the people at your station would clear off on foot. Now, at least, they are willing to make use of your internal transit. Right. What did we pay last year? 19.3 in costs. Right. 20.6 in revenue. This is no way to run a business. So internal commuter routes, you're not going to make mad bucks until the speed ups a little bit, or until your capacity does. But it does happen. Do towns grow larger? in Transport Fever. I haven't got far enough to be able to adequately gauge whether they do or not. I'll be completely honest with you. But it all seems to work a little bit more fluidly. You probably just put your cam at the bar above bottom left. I know I can. It's simply a case of setting that up, because I'll have to come out and monkey around with XSplit and move stuff around, and then it'll all crash to desktop, and you'll be there, laughing and going, "Oh, hold on, it was kind of funny, but now we're not watching trains anymore. We're just watching the desktop in Windows." So take from that what you will, friends. Right, come on. Need some cash. We made 30,000 from the road last year with only 22 out. That's a little bit stronger. There we go. Another 96 in the bank. So we're profitable, but we're just not there as far as adding another coach is concerned. We could do it, and maybe that will help, fuel a little bit more demand. I don't know. I don't understand demand to a high enough level of understanding to figure out whether demand is fueled by supply or not. As towns grow, do they replace or redesign their road layout to accommodate larger buildings? Not that I've observed so far, but I've only made it about 70, 80 years into the game before starting again. My focus in the play that I've done so far has been almost purely on trying to nail an approach that works in the early game, because as you can see, and it kind of works, but it's not brilliantly effective, is it? I mean, I'm hardly swimming in money. That said, we are now at 80,000 profit midway through the year. I'm feeling confident that we're on the verge of a bit of expansion, and I think I might. Let's have a quick price check. By trains, how much is this passenger car going to cost me? 272,000. They are not cheap, and the running costs 45,000 a year. We won't be adding that, not until I've got half a train's worth waiting. How long until weathering and grime starts to appear? Well, this one is details 9 years old. Of its, what's this? I think it's a 30-year lifespan. Let's check. Ding, ding, ding. 30 years, yeah. 30-year lifespan on this one. So this is a third of the way through its age, give or take. And let's have a quick look. I'll slow it down a touch so we can check it out. Get rid of that, and then pursuit mode. Pursuit mode not really conducive. I'm going to slow it down even more. There we go. Let's have a look. In fact, if I pause, we can take a better look here. No, it still seems to be fairly pristine, although this coach looks like it might be aged a little, and the coaches are older than the train itself. Yes, look at this. We got a fair amount of grot on the top of the train, on the top of the coaches. Hey, that's a good view. Why have I never tried doing that before? That's cute. I like it. That's fun. Now all I need to do is track, which it is doing. Well, then everything's good here. You can't leave it alone, can you, man? Just let it run. Let it run. Let it just continue doing its thing. Splendid. I'm cute. I am cute. Everybody says so. If you look up cute in the dictionary, you find a picture of me, like this. That's a pretty standard definition. You know what? We're coming up on depot end, and the year's just changed. If ever there were a time to work my depot ninja move, you will see how this works. We're going to need to slow down as we approach the station, and then we shall apply depot ninja move. Right? It's you know, it's patent pending. Right, here we go. Ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, right, the reason to do it immediately after the thing pops up is because Depot Ninja Move is because that's before you start loading the new passengers. So the new passengers stay on the station. Normally, if you send it there after you've picked the passengers up, you lose all the passengers. There you go. You waited for it, it happened. What's your problem? Right, and then we'll pause while we do the jiggery-pokery here. So we didn't burn through any passengers. Right, what am I doing here? We're buying another carriage. Okay, well, get on with it then. Let's go for pink class. Every carriage should have a pink class at the end of it. War Boss, get to work, trot on. Right, we now have 42 capacity. Now, this may have hit our top speed a smidge. Smidge? Yeah, that's a word, probably. But there we go, 38 to 42. Now, you will now give me a monstrously large payday. Actually, the other thing we can do, if we slow it down just a touch, is we can see the difference between a brand new coach and ones that have been running for a bit. Let's do that. So as you can see, there's a very clear difference between a new coach and one that's been in service for a while. There we go. So these are, you know, they're relatively scuffed up. This one at the back is scuffed in exactly the same way. All right, that proved nothing. Good. Clear off. Go on make me some money. Money. Executive class is pink. That's the way to travel. I'm you know more than pleased to transport people by executive class. Now we have moved to a situation of being overdrawn. We are 50 grand or thereabouts in the hole. I'm okay. This big fella's going to pay off in a moment. At which point, you know, cash, money, cha-ching, all of that business. It's going to happen. Here we go. Cash, cha-ching, big cash, cha-ching mode. Payday, 150 grand. Now we're talking. Okay, let's bring up the scores on the doors. So we're still a little in the hole as far as spending 270,000. 270,000 on a flipping coach. You've got to be kidding me. And we've got 40 on board. Fiesta. Okay, right, look, we could be, you know, big time. Any second. You know, I mean, to be fair, you've spent the last 45 minutes watching this train going up and down this one line. And, you know, I think that there is a palpable sense of excitement vis-a-vis this thing paying off. I think that the level of anticipation currently on Twitch, you know, forget about your League of Legends championships going on, forget that. No, this is the excitement right here. Boom, 146 grand. Interesting, actually very interesting. Why is it interesting? I hear you cry. Come on. Why is it interesting? Because it was carrying more passengers and yet made less money. Also, look at this. It goes uphill at the end. You would expect. Does it go uphill from the station as well? So maybe it's got slower acceleration coming in the opposite direction. I don't think it does. I think it goes straight downhill. That looks like pretty much straight downhill to me. Whereas coming in this direction, it goes uphill at the end. So you would expect it to be faster going the opposite direction. I have no idea. I do not know. Have I tried to see if using boats at the start is a better option than trains? I haven't, as it happens. But you know what? I have a notion regarding boats that might make for a good second purchase. It never looks great when you put it at absolutely kind of warp speed. But we don't want to be hanging around here for the, you know, next couple of hours. There's only a finite amount of watching one train zipping back and forth that I can sell as entertainment. But, you know, come on, build up. Let's get rolling. 15 people waiting for a horse and cart. We got people waiting at every stop. That's okay. What about the other end? We have people waiting at every stop. Well, how's my 24 last year, 26. This year 10,000 out, 8,000 in. Just repair the bloody road and build it over the rail. I could do that, but how would I benefit? The only thing that you know, no, I can't plonk that over the top. You know, there's a lot. Let's go. All right, where's it feeling neglected? We could probably get rid of some by sealing that up. Hold on. Better be cheap though. 4 grand. All right, I'll pay it. All right, and then Warren, Machine Factory and Quarry. That's this one. That's going to be more of a challenge. There you go. 5,000. All right, yeah, we'll pay it, and then smash that onto there. Okay. What? Where? Which Machine Factory are you referring to? Well, it's no use zooming out like that. I mean, look, I zoom in, nothing. I mean, you know, give me a clue. Throw me a bone. Chuck me a train set. I'm going to guess it's this one here, right? Machine Factory? Machine Factory, right. And what do you want? You want to connect across there? All right, well, I will, but, you know, I'm not thrilled about it. Sure, look, I mean, 27,000. I mean, you must think I was born yesterday. I managed to save a little bit. No, we can do it. We'll do it as cheaply as possible. No, 8. 8. We'll take the 8. All right. Well, that was money I didn't need to spend just to stop the thing flashing. All right. You should not be able to build a crossing like that. Oh, you can now. Yeah, I know. You really can. Right. Okay. How did we do last year? 42 grand, 51,000 down. I spent 31,000 on construction. Oh dear. So I think there's going to be a slight lull while we wait for passenger numbers at the station to pick up so that we're carrying the right kind of number of people. Likewise, our running costs were up another 700 last month. Take that as it turns out. Is it easy to extend a road over an intersection without it kinking off left or right? Is it easy to extend a road over an intersection? How are you thinking? Something like that, for example. That was pretty easy. You know, there wasn't much challenge going on there, or going out this way. That works too. Let's try a different one. What about this one? Seems that, I mean, splitting the junction seems to work quite well. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be too painful. The big one to look out for, however, is... Go on, do it there. That. Can I get an amen from the other beta folk here? An amen from the other beta folk about too much slope. Too much slope, I tell you. That's the terrain alignment collision for Transport Fever, is too much slope. They are apparently working on it, and I believe them, because everything they've said they were working on so far... that's Urban Games, OBS. Yeah, everything they've said they were working on so far, they've worked on. And it's gotten better. Too much flaming slope. Holy cow. You will run into too much slope on a very regular basis. How many have we got waiting? 37. Yeah, okay. Slope too steep. Yeah. Slope too steep. Right, I need a profitable year, train. Deliver. Lest I become vexed and end you with my boiling wrath. And so we wait. Make me profit, train. We're in September. Needs to be a nice big number if I want that thing to be green at the end of the year. 105. So what have we done? Last year 246, this year 336. We've got 42 of 42 on board. Yes. Good. Okay. Has the replace vehicle feature changed at all from Train Fever? Can you upgrade vehicles without waiting for 20% age? You can if you do it yourself, but you always could. You could. I mean, you'd take it back to the depot and sell and what have you. Let's have a look. Let's pull up a coach line here. In fact, how old are these chaps? Details. 13 of... How old are they supposed to get? I thought it was 10. Which might explain a thing or two. We'll try one. Hold on. I just need to price one up to start with. 15-year lifespan. So these are coming up on their replacement anyway. Now I can afford to do that. Is there finer control? I'm pretty certain there isn't, if I'm honest. No, exactly the same as before. I saw plenty of people asking for a 0% option, which I can see the logic in that. You know, a 0% option for replacing stuff would be quite welcome. But my personal kind of objective is to try and replace stuff manually more often. So rather than just throwing it away, done with that one, I'll have a whole fresh thing and we'll work with that. Instead, I'm going to try and kind of fix it up. It's not yet time for a new lane, no, but I might go for a whole new route. This guy is making profit on himself. Double track it yet potentially, but if you think about the price of the train, and if I price one up now, and we've got a new locomotive that's coming pretty soon that I do want to upgrade to, and that's that's quite an expensive number. So if I were to just price one up, what are we looking? 317 plus a quarter of the 750,000. You're looking at about 1.1 million for that train I'm running there. Yeah, you don't get a lot for your money, but you and I guess it's because it did get once you built up a fair amount of experience, or even a little bit of experience, it became a doddle to just make bank and expand throughout the whole map. Let's not forget that the map is gargantuan. It is a big map, and as such, I'm not gonna expand to hit all these cities until I've got a really monster kind of profit margin coming in. Thanks for tuning in, Bad Cop from Denmark. Stay corrupt. Keep taking those bribes. Yes, so yeah, I mean, double tracking up. Try using two siding, save money. Try using two siding. Two-siding. I could possibly make some more by running shuttles back and forth. Two-siding. I don't know two-siding. Forager wow. How do you mean? Can you expand on that as an idea? I don't quite follow. It'll be interesting to see if the vehicles retain or keep the old vehicle colour. You set it when you set them to replace. Hey, look, we're over 100,000 in the green for that year. Very good. Still negligible on the roads, despite the fact that every wagon is constantly full. Pay me. Thank you. 33 or 42. So, there we go. Nice little line. What I would possibly do, a passing track. Yeah, okay. Could do, but I don't want to run another train here yet. As you can see, we're not filling this train every time. If I were filling it every time, I could be tempted to put another one on there. What I will do instead, however, is when the next train becomes available, I will borrow in order to apply it quickly. You don't have to I'm with you now. Yes, absolutely. Just stick a passing track on. I tried and tested. I am a believer in passing tracks. Can you group stations still? Please hold. No. There we go. You can't group them anymore, which is fine. I never use. I mean, okay, some people might miss them, but oh hey, look at that. Loaded, unloaded. So we unloaded. So what's that? 28. We can see the performance of the station over time. I'm all about it. I'd not seen the new charts. Previously, it had like a wiggly line that didn't tell you much, but there we go. Do you think you're going to use ships on the desert? I don't believe there are camels in the game, so a ship of the desert probably is you know, I'd love to do it. Did I try? Yes, I have. I've tried out both ships and aircraft, and they're both fantastic. Aircraft, you can make good money from aircraft really easily. Aircraft are easier to make money from than trains, because all you do is you bang an airport down at one end, right? You go to the other end of the map, you bang another airport down, and you get a little passenger jet, and it goes wallop all the way up in a little plane. Running costs are actually pretty low, lands the other end, cha-ching, some profit. Likewise, ships. Now, ships are incredibly slow, so you're not going to make money from a ship every year. There we go. Road vehicles have just hit their lifetime. I've got 300 grand in the bank. I'm going to see what happens at the end of the year in case we get an yeah moment. But yes, so you'd build a dock at one end, you build a dock at the other end, load them up, ship them over. If you watch when I'm done here, or you can watch it now if you like, I'll still be here watching this one train for quite some time. But if you go watch the first video that I've posted up on my YouTube channel, someone ! YouTube for me, I go into a little more depth with regards to transport chains. So linking together multiple sections of moving things from A to B. So, for example, I'll try and demonstrate. If I can make enough money, I may have had an idea. An idea may have been had. Because I'm quite pleased with how this is starting out. Yes, it's a little bit slow. In fact, it's very slow. However, I do quite like the fact that it is largely profitable. It is largely growing. Look at that, 35 waiting there. And I'm already running 4 coaches around there. Now, we've got past the end of the year. Right, let's get this replacing. So yes, when you do replacement, you can set the colour of wagon that you're replacing for. Thus. So they will all quite happily replace with brand new orange kernel failure wagons, which is exactly what you want. Not orange, not riding. That's what people say. There we go. Off you trot. Get to work. So those will auto replace as and when they age. Where are we? May, and we're up 100,000 so far. I find that difficult to believe, but that's good. Oh, we probably have one riding for a while. You need a smoothing fix. All right, I'm going to show you some smoothing. It's a waste of money because it's not cheap. All right, okay. So you've got your 3 smoothing tools as always. We've also got, all right, we've got a few bits and pieces in here. I'm not going to go anywhere near them. They feel like they're going to crash the game. That's just me being paranoid. You got, plonk some trees down, bit of a bench, nice. Fence, all yours. When the modders get to grips with that, it's going to be thoroughly exciting. Okay, bit of smoothing. So here's a bit of, can you see the road indentation there? I suspect you can. Ooh, feel the satisfaction. Oh yeah, that was 2,000. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh, look at it. Perfection restored. There we go. Yeah, you've still got a couple of minutes before you can use !smooth again. But this is the bit where you want to be careful, right? Lower terrain and raised terrain. All right, brace yourselves. I've switched to a small brush here. For the effect will be fairly radical. Here we go. I see. I tapped. That was a tap. A little taparoo. There you go. See, look at this. You want a sinkhole? That was like 4 mouse clicks for a meteor impact crater. What I need now is a hazmat perimeter and the National Guard surrounding. In fact, that looks great. I could do a bunch of them. I'm not going to do a bunch of them though. But we'll leave it there for posterity.